Hello everyone. So today we will discuss document object model in JavaScript. So as you can see on my screen, I have some code in my HTML, so which is having an HTML tag, then head have some title and then body and whatnot. So what is HTML DOM? So when I run this code on browser, so browser will create one HTML DOM. So DOM is document object model. So what it will do is it will create a object called document. So for example, if I create an object document, and it will put these properties inside the document object. So for example, it will put HTML, and then HTML will have head inside it, and then head will have title inside it, which text document. Then we have body and h1, and likewise it goes on and on. So in this way, what is the advantage of this document object model? From JavaScript itself, I can access these properties. For example, I can access head, I can access title, I can access body using just a normal object feature of dot operator. So like document.html, and I can access all the HTML inside this code. Apart from these rendering these HTML tags inside document object, it have methods also. For example, get element by id, that is a function. Sorry, that is a function that takes id as an input and then returns some element. So if I see the example, so how can I call this method? I will use document, then dot get element by id, and then I will pass some id, for example, now demo. So I'll get the element where id is demo. So this is the advantage of document object model, and we call it HTML DOM. Now in pictorial way, if I show you, then this is the main document object, then this will render HTML. So the first property it will have is HTML, then HTML will have some nested properties like head, body, and then body will have h1 and whatnot. Similarly, head will have title and meta and link. So, and likewise we can access these properties as well. So using, for example, if I want to access body, I can use document dot body, or I want to access HTML document HTML this HTML itself, then I can use document dot HTML. But the most common use case is using this get element by id. We have some other methods like get element by class name or query selectors, but the most important one is this get element by id. The another example of document object model, to understand it more clearly, let's delete this and I'll create some markup. So I'll have one div of id1. Inside that div I have h1 with text hello. Now I want this markup to be generated from my JavaScript rather than from my HTML. So this is known as dynamically generating HTML. So I have some methods. So first one is create element. So what create element will do, it will create elements. So for example, this div is the element, h1 is element. So for example, I'll create a div element now, div, and then I'll use document, because document will have all the, because this document is object that I can access to access these properties. Document, and then I will create this create element, and which element I want to create, I have to pass it like a string. Now it is having a property called id equal to 1. So I can assign it an id by calling this id equal to, and suppose this time I want to give it 2. Now it is having h1 property. So before appending this h1 to this div, I'll create one more element h1 equal to document dot get element, sorry, dot create element h1. So this will create this h1 tag. Now it is having some text hello. So for hello we have to create a node or using create text node. So create text node is a method which creates the text node. So like h1 text, and I'll create it using document dot create text node, and I will pass some text whatever I want to give. So I'll say hi there. Then I want this h1 text to be inside my h1, so I will use another method called append child. So the syntax is h1 dot append child, and I will append this text inside it. So this means that I want this text to be appended inside my h1. So now I got this. Now I want this h1 to be appended to this div. So what I will do is div dot append child h1. So now my div will have this h1. Now I want to display this on my inside my body. So for accessing body, I have to use document dot body, and then I will append child div to this body. And as you can see on my screen, I have hi there. So dynamically I have created the same markup as in my HTML with my JavaScript. So this is the advantage of document object model. I hope you are clear with this exercise, and if you like the video, please like and subscribe. Thanks.